Today another Porsche Cayenne came here for testing. Like a car with full front coverage, we have no choice but to dismantle it, like I am doing now. Since there are no problems with this car, we will talk about the characteristics of this new car and understand what the original condition of a car like the Porsche Cayenne is like. In fact, all the buckles of the Porsche Cayenne are very easy to remove. All its buckles are pressed down like this, so you need to disassemble it, lift it up, and use a pry plate to pry it up. You can take out this buckle. Once all the buckles on it are pried off, you can take it off. After taking it off, you can remove all the protective panels on it like I did. After removing it, the entire front will be very empty. You can clearly see the fixing screws on the bumper. The fixing screws of the headlight and the date of the headlight are in this position. You look at the 17-year production, you can easily see it, including the screws of the fender. You can see that the original production date is in this position, September 2017, so to inspect this type of car, you must remove these guards. The disassembly method is the method I mentioned. First pry it off and pick it up. After picking it up, you can see the screws of the headlights and the production date of the headlights. Then, including a series of conditions inside, you can see the original car. It has not been disassembled and is full of dust deposits. If it has been repaired and you open it and it looks new and clean, you have to wonder if there is something wrong. If you want to determine whether this location has been repaired, you can check whether the surrounding accessories have been disassembled and then confirm. This is a simple reminder that you need to check whether the engine has been repaired. We need to look at the base of the engine. In this position, of course, if it is covered with a cover like this, you will basically not be able to see it. If you look diagonally from this position, yes, let's look at it from another angle. You can see that there is a base underneath. You have to dismantle this thing so that you can see the base diagonally from this position. In this way, you can see clearly. Are there any traces of it being disassembled? Now, you can clearly see that the screws have not been disassembled. The fixed screws have no traces of disassembly. This can basically be ruled out for engine overhaul. Take another look at the surrounding accessories to see if there are no traces of disassembly. Then he's basically fine. Next, let's talk about a simple feature. The hood is in original condition. Since there are no problems with this car now, let me briefly mention that there is a VIN label affixed to it at this position on the side. Its original screws are clearly visible without any damage. There are seams connecting the bottom and the paint surface is in good condition. Also note that the inside of the Cayenne is sprayed with piano paint. This feature is also very important because after it is sprayed, the entire inside is very even and smooth, with no graininess or impurities. If you inspect the hood of the car and find that the inside has been repainted, and these accessories have also been disassembled, are there any repaint? If this thing has been disassembled, you have to consider whether it has been replaced. Of course, if you find something like this, you can see that there are impurities and dust inside. The paint surface is in very bad condition. So what did you think of this front bumper? The screws were removed and these phenomena occurred. What did you consider? Okay, let's briefly talk about the last feature, the front hood. Look at the hood. We can clearly see that there is a glue. Pay attention to the glue strip at this position. It goes from this position to this position, and then there is no tape on the front, and there is no tape on the side. So do you understand the other way around? When you inspect the car, this area can be used for comparison. If you haven't noticed it before, next time you see a rubber strip on the hood, you should consider why this is the case. Have you replaced the hood? Let's take a look at the production date and model of this car. The nameplate is still here. We can see that it is 2017, October 2017. Characteristics of this car, and also talk about the characteristics of the door. You see, there is no glue strip at this corner. Apply a tape to the lower part and finish the section here. The top part is relatively even and the tape is still flexible after being pinched up. After being pinched up, the tape is moderately soft and tough, but not particularly hard. It's not particularly soft. This is the original factory state. Okay, this is what we need to pay more attention to in this model. If you find it useful, please give it a like, comment, and follow. This is Check Car. See you next time.